Gonna be testing out this design for a Roman candle holder. This is a fan design. So if that's something you want to see, stick around. Closer look at this design. This main body is 3 pieces of plywood thick. Your front handle and your back handle are 2 pieces of plywood thick. And I just use the same template that I used for this Roman candle shotgun for that back handle. On this back handle, this middle strip of plywood actually goes to right about there in this body, just to give it a little bit of extra strength. All right, for this top handle, just a real simple design. I just made something to where my hand could fit there comfortably. On the front here, there's openings for the Roman candles, and then little pieces of plywood separating the Roman candles. That only goes about 1 inch in, and then you got 2 thin strips of plywood on either side. So most of this middle layer is actually open, so those Roman candles can slide back in there. And then for every opening where you slide the Roman candle in, corresponding on the bottom, we've got a 1/4 inch bolt. These are 1 inch long. The idea here is to, if the Roman candles are a little bit loose, just tighten that just a tad. Don't over tighten it because you don't want that to be too tight on the Roman candle and cause a defect. But the idea is, if you accidentally tilt this downwards, those Roman candles aren't gonna slide out. The plywood that I used for this project was something that I had left over from a different project. This is whitewood plywood. It's called Revolution Ply. It does have a veneer face, and I was a little bit worried with that because when I was cutting these shapes out with the jigsaw, it was tearing those edges up quite a bit. But to finish this up, I took a router and put roundovers on all the corners and edges and sanded them smooth, so that eliminated all that tear out. The Roman candles I'm going to use for this are 5 long rifle and 5 magical. I did want to do the magical and the hot shot, but because the hot shot is a bigger candle and I did use the long rifle as reference, they actually won't fit in those holes. All right, Roman candles are in there. The magical Roman candles are a little bit longer, so they do stick out more than the long rifles, but that should be fine. We're just gonna fuse them up with this fuse right here, and probably just take 1 fuse coming this side halfway, another fuse this side halfway, and then conjoin them in the middle. So I just have to light the middle. It's all fused up. Just gotta light this single pink fuse right here, and that should light everything. Let's go see how well this works. This almost worked perfectly. We just had this Roman candle on the end here that did not light. Other than that, I think it worked perfectly. This was a very comfortable design and I really like it a lot. But being a prototype, there are a few things that when I make this again, I probably will change. First thing being this handle back here. I wish this handle and this piece were the same thickness and there wasn't that little edge right there. Another thing I might change is how this fan body goes into this back handle. Maybe make that a soft curve instead of such a harsh corner. The last thing I can think to do is remove a little bit of material from this fan section. I don't necessarily think it's too heavy. I think this is a perfect weight. This plywood isn't really that heavy and those handles are evenly spaced to support that weight. I just think maybe it would look a little more aesthetically pleasing if it was just strips along the edge, a little bit of material back here, and maybe a strip right here and a strip right here. So you have 2 open sections so you can actually see those Roman candles. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I did. I'll probably keep the same format for these build videos unless I get enough people saying they want more in-depth builds, and then I can do those as well.